Akademiks can't ride no wave.
Around was smart and stupid at the same time. The cousin had sent over his cousin's information because the cousin was supposed to be traveling with him to LA to commit the murder, but the cousin was stupid and smart. And when I say stupid and smart, he was stupid because he was a grown man and he couldn't find his ID, but he was smart because he was a grown man and couldn't find his motherfucking ID. So he missed the flight.
See, that's another thing too, yeah. So Jam was supposed to bring another nigga. And then that nigga was his cousin. So Jam then calls up Keith Jones.
Okay. That was Malcolm.
Yeah.
Now,
that's when he called Keith Jones.
They've got the confirmation numbers, things like that. Boom. They leave right now. They said, well, did you pack a bag? No. I'm not sure if they washed their ass or brushed their teeth. He left his bitch, he left his kids, and he headed straight to the airport. August 18th. They went to the airport now. They said, Blood don't want you flying straight to LA, so you got to fly to San Diego. We all going to San Diego. So, essentially, Asa Houston, DeAndre Wilson, Keith Jones, I feel like they found David Lindsay somewhere, and OTF Jam, they all fly to San Diego. They get an Uber.
So, this is how the recruitment goes of this joint, right? They need some shooters. By the way, in the long lore of this whole situation, y'all, they said Durk was starting to use this. One of the reasons Durk stopped being like, he kind of drifts away from Lamron. Them Lamron niggas was not trying to be crash out hitman for Durk. So Durk got the money, got the resources, got the clout. All right, bet. Y'all niggas don't want to, when I tell y'all a nigga got to get whacked, y'all niggas ain't trying to do it. All right, bet. I'm going to hang with these niggas. When he start hanging with them Tay-Town niggas, them niggas is like, it's up for anybody Smirk got smoke with. Basically, yes, man. No disrespect. Anything Smirk says goes. All right. You ever seen the shit in The Wire? Yo, who we killing, boss? That's it. Yo, who getting smoked? That's the energy Durk want. Durk don't want no niggas who be like, nah, Blood, chill out. Yo, Blood, like, we got this. Man, all right, man, y'all niggas ain't body. I'm about to hang with these niggas. These niggas gonna do whatever I need. Fuck that. All right? So Durk over there, them niggas is like, they ready to, like, let's go. It's go. That's what they on, right? So when Durk is over there, it also kind of gets a little hot because, Durk, I think Durk was always kind of like eyeing the feds, like thinking that they might be trying to peep shit. So what will happen is Durk also start using out-of-town niggas. So Durk will use these out-of-town niggas. And by the way, that kind of became a little popular in Chicago too. Like, shit, I mean, I ain't going to mention no rappers' names. There's a few rappers who apparently in Chicago, they just started doing hits, like, on some contracted hitman shit where, like, a nigga they'll go over here and go kill for these people just randomly, right? Like, people would just hire him to kill people. So they said supposedly Durk would just, get some of the guys to get niggas out of town to go do the hits. That's how they said they I ain't gonna mention that situation. But anyway, or niggas from like different sets. You know what I mean? Like niggas not like you can't use your immediate circle to keep killing people. They're gonna be like, nigga, we seen him last night, nigga, we seen the dreads. So he would just kind of get people that was auxiliary. So to get this murder done, they're saying that Smirk gets Didi to go get the niggas, right? So Didi gets Lindsay. So Didi picks up the phone, yo, Lindsay, I need you. Brown Eyes, I need you. By the way, that's why Brown Eyes is not flipping. Whatever Didi's program is on, obviously I'm thinking Durk is probably taking care of both lawyers. That's why he ain't flipping, but Didi's supposedly recruited Lindsay. Feel me? Then Jam was supposed to come with another nigga. So Jam was supposed to bring another nigga. Except the other nigga, I don't know if he peep game or whatever, the nigga say he don't got his ID. They scramble last minute. They get Keith Jones. So that's how the recruitment goes. That's what I was saying about like Durk getting found guilty. It's like, yo, bro, at no time did Durk tell you go get Keith Jones, my nigga. Like, you did that on your own. And it's going to be hard for these guys to prove that Durk told him to recruit. And that's why, honestly, Didi not cooperating, obviously Vonnie's is like a punch to the gut because Vonnie's going to put the story together. Vonnie is literally, he's the plan executor, right? He gets the guns, the B&Bs, organizes sprinters. He is meeting you there, meeting you here. He's the one. He's gonna be the guy that tries to. Jam is the cooperator that proves how violent these guys are, how dangerous they are, and proves the bodies. That's what Jam does. Vonnie is gonna prove Durk did it, or he ordered it. Okay. Because you could tell, even Durk knew, nigga, man, I flew you ass out here for a hit, nigga. I'm not answering your phone calls, nigga. Like the fuck? Bro, stop calling my phone, matter of fact, nigga. Yo, Vonnie, yo, cancel this number. Get me a new phone. Yo, stop calling. Nigga, you out here to do a murder. Why you calling me for, nigga? But I hope you're kind of getting the demeanor, though. Jam is starting to feel like he a flunky. Also, here's the thing, too. You know, they say, you give a nigga a fish, you gonna have to feed him for life. You teach him how to fish, he gonna be good. When Jam got out and got the 50K, now, after he gets the 50K, and he allegedly tries to go slide a couple of times for you, and one nigga gets killed, nigga, you think you expecting 50K for that? Nigga, you expecting like 100, nigga, 200. Like, what do you think this is? Remember, reputed dude, right? Reputation all the way up. Mine did some shit back in the day, whatever, but he did 12 years. When he got out, Durk gave him 50 bands. Now, maybe in Durk's mind, it's like, nigga, that 50 bands ain't for you doing time. That 50 bands is a deposit on the murders. Right? Jam is thinking, nah, that's like, you know, I'm in the family. That's love. That's OTF shit. So after he did a couple of sliding, he's like, all right, you gave me 50 bands for me getting out. What after I murdered a couple niggas? Where that at? Where that paper at? Nah, Crody. We don't buy subscriptions. It's a one-time payment. Get tight. But I want you to get in the mindset of Jam. He's calling Smirk. Smirk ain't answering. He's older than these niggas. He gotta talk to little guy Vonnie. He gotta, every time he called Durk, Booney Mo call him. It's like they sent him off. Like, trust me, he can't be that stupid.
I think they were on their way to Hooter.
And also, while they trying to figure out, okay, they get the drop, they trying to figure out how they gonna try to kill this nigga now. The niggas in the cars are saying goofy shit. Nah, let's do it right here. He peeping the game like, nah, I don't even know LA like that, but shit, hold on, ain't a car over there? Wait, y'all wanna just go kill a nigga in the dispensary? Nigga, go make sure there ain't no fucking cameras in there. Like, bro, your brown eyes, you go in there and go see, like, what's the vibes, nigga? Like, he realizing he's on a drill with rookies. Straight up. He's on a drill with rookies. I find they catch Quando at the gas station. Yo, now's the time. First nigga hop out the car, brown eyes, Lindsay. He on some no allow shit. Jam is a fat nigga. And he got his red and white Pradas on. He ain't trying to scuff those up on the drill. Okay, he trailing behind him. He knows Durk wants Quando Rondo deceased. Nigga, this ain't no Steph Curry shit. Why the fuck you shooting from the logo? He want a goddamn slam dunk. He want to walk him down. He can't walk him down because Brown Eyes, he already pulled out his gun 20 feet away. He's shooting all over the place with the fucking switch. This is how the gun going. Nigga, they fired like 100 shots and only 3 bullets hit Savai Robinson. So now you can't run in front of those bullets. So he said, fuck it, god damn it. I'm on a drill with a bunch of fucking rookies. He's on a drill with rookies. So all he could do is, fuck it, he got to just stand right next to this rookie and get his shots off. Apparently, you're going to even hear, he says one of them niggas' gun only fired one bullet, either jammed and that nigga never shot again. What? You got to imagine when he's like, he probably felt like he was he was LeBron James on the 2012 Cavs, nigga. Not 20, it wasn't on the Cavs, but damn, LeBron been in the league a long time. Like the 2007 Cavs, nigga. You got Eric Snow. Eric Snow is like the only nigga. This is ridiculous, man. Boobie Gibson. Fuck out of here. After these niggas miss 99% of the shots that were fired, they get back in the car, and nobody says, yo, let's get out of town. They say, yo, where's the nearest In-N-Out? Bunch of rookies, man. But you're hearing it.
First, he said. Because then they had to wait for, then they were waiting for Didi and some other stuff. So then they all got together, switched cars at some point, and ended up in a Sprinter van. They went, I have Duty Low as the one finding low. Duty Low, they had got
How ironic. A nigga named Duty Low is getting the low. Duty Low drops the low. Duty Low is getting all the lows.
So he still didn't know what was going on. Then apparently they got on a FaceTime with Duty Low. And Duty Low.
Now you got to imagine they sending this man off. He tried to call Smirk, Booty Mo called him. He like, yo, damn, what we out here? What's the plan? Hold on, Smirk about to call. I bet. Smirk called on a different phone and he on a different phone. What? Yo, what's the plan? Where these niggas at? Like what we finna do? We gotta like make moves. We gotta plan this shit out. Hold up. Let's put Duty Low on the phone. Everybody but Smirk.
Oh, and pretty much told them that, hey, you're here. You guys are on this mission to kill Quando Rondo. And that he has the locations of where Quando Rondo would be staying because Quando Rondo's weed man had been in negotiation in talks with Duty Low, and Duty Low was giving them the drop on everywhere that Quando Rondo would be via Quando Rondo's weed man.
Now, didn't I tell y'all this, chat? Chat, didn't I tell y'all this? OTF Jam right now is in court testifying to that. Yo, Durk put him with the rookie squad. Durk put him with he put him in the remedial class. The ESL niggas, the niggas with the helmets. Nigga jam and shoot niggas for 12 years. Well, not 12 years, but like, you get what I'm saying. Since he was like 12, nigga. Here's the thing. Jam says when he was in the slider, he sent a text. Remember, you got Vonnie and Didi in that BMW. They don't got no guns, though. Their car is just only to follow the Escalade, but the shooters is in the Infinity. They all got the guns. They got the mask. They got the gloves. Jam sent a text to somebody in the BMW while they following Quando. They said, bruh, let's not do this shit. Yo, these bitch ass niggas is scared. He can hear their heart beating. They're panicking. He's looking at it like, I can't go on no drill with these niggas is scared of shitless. The prosecutor said he sent a text saying, nah, bro, don't do it. These bitch ass niggas is scared in this car. He could smell the fear. Prosecutor said, you got a text back from that? Nah. So Jam is basically saying, not only did he not have a motive to kill Quando Rondo, because he wasn't sliding for Von, like, you know, that shit don't affect him. He was locked up for all the time that Von was out and popping. He said, even though he ain't know what he was there for, when he got told he was to kill Quando, he said, you don't get in the way of somebody trying to kill somebody where I'm from. That get you killed. They pay for the flight. Nigga, I don't even know how to book a flight, nigga. Now it kind of goes into this. Did Durk just hire a bunch of disposable niggas and probably say, fuck if they're rookies or not. But if you know, by the way, we're making assumptions here. But if he did do that, I'm sorry, what Trench's News said, it kind of sounds right. If you're going to hire the rookies who are sloppy, they're scared shitless, they're a fish out of water to go kill people in LA, they don't know the territory, they don't know the terrain, they don't know nothing. Shit, they don't even want to run up on the vehicle to do it. They want to shoot from way back there. You might as well do what Trench's News said. Man, when they get back to Chicago, y'all got to get rid of the shooters too, man. The shooters got to go too. That's the only way you get safe, Durk.
They said, is this something that you wanted to do? He said, no. But where I'm from, you don't stop somebody from trying to kill somebody because guess what? You either kill or be killed.
Matthew said, you see the video OTF Jam came out 3 years ago saying they knew Durk and them before prison. Yeah, he did. He said he knew Durk from around the way. He knew Durk from around the way.
And if you try to stop somebody, motherfuckers gonna think you.
He just said he ain't hanging in the same circles with him, but he knew him. And he said how he knew that Durk became a BD. He said Durk would do the handshakes, and he said Durk would start making songs for like Song for Bitches or whatever. Like he was starting to heat up, but he was making songs or whatever, but they didn't hang together.
Acting weird, or you like a police, or they'll kill you. So I had to say, fuck it, I'm here. They said, do you have a problem with Quando Rondo? He said, no. Quando Rondo's beef is not my fucking beef. I don't know these niggas. I'm not.
Okay, that's where the intended thing is. He's trying to say, man, I ain't got no problem with no goddamn Quando Rondo. Why y'all keep saying I got a problem with the nigga?
A fucking rapper. There's no.
Now, it's important when he's locked up because remember, he's locked up from 2010 to 2022. Young boy starts popping, like 2015? 2015, 2016, young boys like heating up, whatever. Quando like right after. Like, bro, he's never on the street for none of this. King Von don't even become a rapper until like 2018. 2018, 2019. Yeah, he's not around for the shit. So that's why he's saying, bro, I don't give a fuck about no Quando Rondo and beef with them niggas or I'm not like on some Sly Vavon shit, but he do care about Durk.
Don't have shit to do with me.
But that's why people use the grooming word. Because Durk was, remember he said that he was shocked that Durk put money on his books. He said he knew Durk was a BD, but he ain't know Durk like that. He said Durk randomly put money on his books, and this is the thought the prosecutor is going with. Durk put money on the books. Like, let me explain. Again, I'm explaining these allegations, bro. I'm not saying this is all facts, bro, okay? And I've seen some stupid shit. I've seen some people put some listen, the prosecutor nor the jury is not listening to academics, okay? You know, I gotta showcase this guy's tweet. Carlos Miller, he's like a comedian. You know, it's guys like this that keep black people back because I think he's watching the trial through maybe my stream or something else. And in all the things we've discussed, at no point did in his genius brain made him go online and say, hey kids, do not join gangs. Hey kids, don't pick up guns. You know what this guy thought after watching everything? Yo, it's Traplo Ross or Akademiks that's going to fuck up Durk's whole trial. This is the black community right here, this guy. After seeing that the shooters is telling on him, after seeing that these niggas shot at the Beverly Center, it's in 4K. At no point does he say, hey, don't become a rich, famous rapper and start paying for murders like you're ordering off Amazon, okay? Don't become a rich, famous rapper and buy stolen cars and give it to your gang that they could just slide and kill people in perpetuity. Don't become a rich, famous rapper, rap about exactly what you just did, and then laugh about it on live and expect no investigation. This guy said it's going to be Akademiks and Trap Lil Ross that's going to fuck up Durk's case. When you hear guys like this, you just got to be like, niggas is cooked. This niggas is cooked. You get what I'm saying? Listen, y'all know, and I got the Free Durk t-shirt on, or the hoodie. But what we are discussing here, even though we hope Durk didn't do these things, we got to be very, very weary and very mindful that there is no, like, even when they be like, oh yeah, Durk was saving these things for Slide for Von. Man, Durk's a grown ass man, bruh. Ain't nobody could trick you out of millions and trick you out of your 9-8 kids, trick you out of your beautiful baby mama. You can't blame that on a commenter. You can't blame that on no 6ix9ine. But this is what half of the black community actually thinks this. They don't, criminality is normal to them. They will say everybody's tricking these niggas out of the spot. No, nigga. Maybe this person tricked himself out of the spot when they flew a fucking Bruford on a private jet from Miami to LA to go buy guns, masks, and gloves and hand them out like it's candy, like it's trick or treat. The nigga kept the fucking receipt. Keep the receipt for your crimes. Perfect. Get an exotic car to stalk the person you're trying to kill, and it got GPS in it. Perfect. Nobody did this but them niggas involved. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Nobody. And again, we're hoping these things ain't true, because in the best way I want to look at this, I know I support Durk. I want to believe this was Vonnie's, OTF Vonnie, his nerd ass. And when I mean nerd ass, Vonnie kind of remind me of me. You know damn well you shouldn't be playing in that street. You know damn well you're supposed to set up a King Von Foundation, keep it moving, help his mama out, have his sister like showcase like this is the effects of gun violence, and y'all all keep it moving. Instead of his sister over there still acting like Von alive. She wilding on the gram. I'm gonna ignore her. Or on Twitter. And then you basically have this nigga who's handing out guns. And then, to a certain extent, we gotta blame Durk. I get it. When Von was around, Zoo around him, there's a lot of people who are saying he was keeping these killers, these energy around him, that Durk felt he had to be X, Y, and Z. Okay, got you, giving you all of that. But what is the excuse when Von is dead? It felt like Durk turned it up once Von died. Not that. That's why when people keep blaming Von, it's like, wait, what? Nigga, it sound like Durk turned the heat up when Von died, not when he was alive. So again, accountability, I know it's lacking in the black community, but please, Mr. Carlos Miller, I'm pretty sure you're a hilarious comedian, but you know, you should probably just watch this case, and if you have children of your own, instead of talking about the journalists or whoever else is covering it or the media members, you should tell them, hey, listen, you should not walk around with a switch. You should not think your man is going to be loyal to you because you paid $1,000 for his lawyer a decade ago. You should not have all these calls with these people that could be, not because you deleted on your phone, it doesn't mean you really deleted the iCloud because the feds was on you. They got it. These are the things you should teach your kids. And by the way, I hope that there's some lessons in this being learned. Okay, Mr. Carlos? But yeah, there's a lot of people who think like him. Anyway, let's return to this.
Von was not my friend. I said, oh, he's getting more.
Now, this is an important strategy, chat. Von, Jam is saying, Von is not my friend. Okay? That is to attack the point that Steele is going to make, to say, why would Durk have to compensate you if you were doing a crime or killing someone that you were hurt by? Now, it's going to be harder for Brian Steele to prove this, because on face value, when you say that, like, that's a great defense. Nigga, why would I got to hire my friend to go slide for my other friend? If all three of y'all are friends, like if we got a friend group, we're all in the friend group. One person died. Why would I got to pay this guy to go slide for the third person? This is why they're trying to make it clear. Yes, Jam has talked to King Von in the past. Yeah, they're from the same gang. Yeah, they're associated both with Durk. But he was never included in the back and forth with that beef with Von and Quando Rondo. And it was never a thing where he felt he had to slide. Why? He don't even know Von. So they're doing that. They're setting that point out early that Brian Steele or Drew Friendland can try to create that point later. Like, oh, nah, why would you have to pay him? He's going to be like, nigga, I don't even know the dude. Of course you got to pay me. The other thing where they're trying to hammer home to make sure it's very aware, right? It's very aware by the jury that payment was promised is that Jam continually says he don't got no money. He keeps saying, remember, that's going to be the tough part for the government, but they're doing it right now. The tough part is, okay, how much was promised? Who got paid? That's the tough part to prove. You need to prove that for murder for hire. You know what Jam is saying? Now, we had that one meeting, and Durk said, yo, whoever who take care of this, y'all going to be set for life. Now, I'm pretty sure Durk's team is going to attack that set for life thing. Could be like, hey, how do you know that was even financial compensation or even career opportunity compensation? Maybe he was just saying, yo, you be respected. That's not him promising anything. Apparently, when they said that, somebody who was on the call or within that meeting in Atlanta said, yo, we talking about half a ticket, $500,000, right? And then somebody said, nah, it got to be $1 million. That got to be $1 million right there. They say Durk never agreed on a price. Durk said, man, all you need to know, I think it's going to be good. Is that seen as an agreement of money, of financial compensation, even if the amount is not clearly defined? Or could Durk wiggle out of that and say, I say niggas was going to be okay. That don't mean that was going to give them money or even career opportunities. It just means, shit, I just respect them. That's not. So we're trying to see them hammer that home. But that's why they keep mentioning that Jam is broke, meaning that Jam couldn't do these things if it wasn't funded and paid for by these people who had the plan. And because Jam is so broke, one of the main reasons is not to slide for Von, is to slide for compensation. Okay? Jam want that next 50.
We're comfortable. He even made the judge laugh because they were asking him how he knew Keith Jones, and he would say he knew Keith Jones from, juvenile hall and, childhood, and they would beat niggas' ass together. And he said, "Ooh, sorry, Judge, I didn't mean to say beat niggas' ass." Just wrong. Well, don't worry about that, because you've only just talked about blasting niggas from the ages of 9 to 17 until now, shooting them in the fucking face. So you're just saying you just beat a nigga's ass here and there. I don't think that's a fucking issue. You know what I mean? The judge didn't say that, but in my mind, it's kind of thinking, "Oh, was that all you did? And you're apologizing for that? After all what about the 100 robberies or the fucking many murders?" But anyway. So they're in the Sprinter van and they FaceTime Lil Durk. Didi does. Then you see Didi, he shows to Keith Jones, David Lindsay, Durk on the FaceTime.
Now, and by the way, chat, a little bit of my breakdown today, because what's coming out of court, I'm going to read it verbatim. Obviously, that might even have a little tint of, people's opinions on it. I'll let you know when I'm giving my opinion, or at least storytelling, meaning I'm using my brain and using y'all collective brains as well, based on what we heard, kind of like make shit make sense, right? Like, for example, I personally don't think that Didi was ever supposed to be. I know Jam is saying the day before Didi was holding a gun pointed towards the window saying he could kill Quando right now. I don't think Didi was ever gonna do it. I think that was his way of kind of like woofing a bit to make Jam and them feel like, yo, nigga, I'll do it, whatever. But he was in the BMW that was an exotic car, had a tracker on it. Okay, he didn't have a gun. Well, supposedly he passed the gun to Jam, saying he's rusty. He didn't have no mask. He didn't have nothing. And here's the thing. Remember, when Durk first calls, they got 2 different phones because they don't even want to connect the shit. They don't even want to make it seem like Durk is talking to certain people when the phone records come out. Now Didi calls Durk to be like, yo, Durk, you see your shooters? You see a SWAT team back there? The mere fact that Didi is calling Durk and Durk answers, but anytime Jam called him, he did not answer. Booty Mo called back. Duty Low call. Nope. Didi could get him on the phone. Vonnie could get him on the phone. Not Jam. It's already predetermined. Them niggas was never going to do the shooting. They were never going to do the shooting. Again, we're doing story mode here. I'm not saying Durk's guilty. I'm just saying if we're making sense of this. That means if there was a plot, Durk got to be smart enough to be like, yo, anytime these niggas call me, I'm never talking to them. Because they're going to be doing the hit. Now, I could talk to Didi. Now, I could talk to Vonnie. And it kind of ends like that. Because in the cars, the people he would answer their phone calls in the BMW. The people who phone calls don't get answered is in the Infinity. Even when they're in the Infinity and OTF Jam starts seeing these niggas is beating up sweat. These niggas is sweating before the drill. The AC's on blast. They sweating like niggas is fumbling, putting the fucking, cartridge in the gun. Like, yo, these niggas, you can see the heart, like they heart beating through their shirt. Like, he's like, oh, hell nah, man. I'm with the rookie squad, man. Like, yo, you could tell the Jam was like, oh, hell nah, man. They got me with the G League in here, man. Oh, hell nah. He tried to send a text probably to Didi. Yo, bro, let's not do it today. These niggas is scared. Plan was already in motion. Didi ain't respond back. I think Jam started realizing, nigga, you're the crash dummy. You can't stop that car in motion, and nobody gonna talk to you because you're gonna implicate them now. You're gonna implicate these niggas. Because if you get caught and they look at your phone records, who's the last nigga you on the phone with, or the last nigga that texted you back? Now, granted, Vonnie got switched out the phones after that too, but the government found all them phones anyway.
And he showed.
Nah, chat. Imagine you a hitman. You just did. He did 12 years for attempted murder, and one of the first drills they got him back on, he realized he's on the JV squad. The JV squad is going on, bro. Yo, you ever watch JV high school basketball? Niggas is missing layup. Like, they do a layup line before the game start? Niggas be missing them shits. You're like, what the fuck? They sent that man with a JV squad.
Oh, yeah, he said, this is look at the Navy SEALs. They said, well, what is the Navy SEALs?
Look at the JV squad.
He said the Navy SEALs, I guess they go on missions. I don't know. They kill.
Navy SEALs is like, outside of a few special, forces that's within the military, the Navy SEALs is considered to be pretty much the highest and most specialized group of fighters that the American military has to offer. It was the Navy SEALs, I believe, that went in and executed Bin Laden. Like, they go for like those specialized missions where you need a nigga who could probably detonate a bomb, like kill a man with his bare hands, swim 2 miles, fucking climb a fucking 2-mile tree. Like, yeah, these guys, they go through. If you ever see their training, I don't know if you guys ever look at this. Look, Navy SEALs. They got something called Hell Week. This shit is...
You're wet, sandy, and shivering. Who died of bacterial pneumonia on September 2022. I want you to do hundreds of reps of push-ups, flutter kicks, and running in and out of the surf zone.
Yeah, they got these niggas doing drills. They're firing gunshots. Like, these are trained guys. Here's the problem. Didi calls up Durk, and he says, yo, do you see the Navy SEALs we got here? These niggas was JV walk-ons, bro. Trust me.
Don't think about it as a wink. It will become easy to feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, anyway. So Navy SEALs was the wrong title, bro.
Niggas, I mean, they're Army, Navy SEAls. So they was in the car like the Navy SEALs is here. Bitch, we on that. Look at the Navy SEALs
Durk tell they ass, go crazy.
in the car as they're headed to LA. And then he said when he got on the phone with Durk, he was like, when Durk was like, yeah, what's up? You know, it's gonna go out. He said, yeah, I slammed GD. Yeah. He was doing this like, yeah, like a Navy SEAL, like nigga GD. Yeah.
Okay, so apparently he was driving them ricks.
You know, so Durk is on the phone, the Navy SEALs, and they doing this on the, like, you know, we finna Google.
So all of them was dropping the rakes.
Google, you know, it's something.
It's interesting because I think Lil Pab and Quantarana were Crips. Got nothing to do with GDs. Like, what the hell? I think them niggas just, nigga, even if they were, I think if them niggas was gonna kill like a lobster, they would drop GDK, nigga. Like, what the hell?
We're on that. And he said, well, where you at? He said, yeah, I'm at the studio. And he said, yeah, you know. And so him and Didi went back to talking. Then they said that they went to a mountaintop somewhere before.
Okay, we won't get back to that. We got a new tweet by Trap Lil Ross. Yo, they said, oh, here we go, chat. Oh, shit, it's going down. Holy. They said, Jam says, I know he hates me, but I still got love for Smirkio. Oh, shit. He said, I just don't respect him. Jam claimed he was never offered money for the killing, even though he was present when Durk told several OTF members they would be straight. And when someone asked if they could get $500K to $1 million for the hit, when someone asked if they could get that for the hit. Now, that's going to be important. Brian Steele has to kill this nigga on the stand. Brian Steele got to, I ain't gonna lie, he might have to jump over the shit and, yo, Jam is left an opening. Jam is admitting he was never directly offered money. Now, granted, what he's saying is that there was a money offer or a statement that seemed to infer that there was money being offered, and other individuals jumped in and say, damn, like half a mil? They have to basically debunk that and been like, ain't it because you broke, you thought anything you did for the gang or anything you did, you was going to get paid. Isn't that the truth? So Brian Steele, he's going to be a master with this. I can't wait. Said Jam had never made a song before murdering Pab. He said he was paid 10 bands for his first song ever. Federal freestyle. Oh, that's why the government claimed they got compensation not only in money, but career opportunities. They put Federal Freestyle on OTF Loyal Bros 2 group album. By the way, the feds in their superseding indictments, they really do claim that that compilation album was Durk payment in terms of career opportunities to shooters. So basically, like, the feds look at Durk really fucked up. And again, I know y'all won't clip me, but this is not how I think. This is how the feds look at Durk. The feds look at Durk as, yo, bro, you ain't believing these niggas musically at all. You ain't really want to give them cameos. You ain't want to give them verses. You really ain't want to put them on. But you realize that they all wanted your life. They wanted to be rich and famous like you. And you used the money as a way to control them. Whether you was putting 1,000 on the books of Jam like years before when he was broke in jail with nothing, to giving his mama a little bit of money. As soon as he got out, you ain't put him in the studio when he first got out. You put him in the streets to do a drill. So what were you really paying him for? Now, after you did the drills, then you put him in the studio because it was another way to pay instead of giving money. It was another way to pay. So that's how the feds are describing how Durk views his guys. Like, instead of like with paying them with cash for either murders or drills or doing some gangster, he would, we got a compilation album, and he would just take songs and be like, yeah, y'all could be featured alongside me and y'all could possibly break. Obviously, Durk is going to contend that and be like, no, they're my friends. People sign their friends, and people put out music and group albums with their friends. Nothing had to do with incentive for murder. Anyway, so he got paid $10K for his first song. Okay? Now, I'm not sure if the feds are going to pinpoint into that and be like, is it normal that you get paid for these songs? Did you have a record contract? We'll see. So Durk allegedly finessed all the hitmen. They thought they was getting $500,000 to $1 million. Jam got nothing, and the two shooters hung around Vonnie after asking for money. But Vonnie put Durk on the FaceTime and say, I got him. They gonna be straight. But they left with nothing. Chat, this is a story as old as time. Straight drop. He killed Dolph. Him and the other Goofy. They're like, I bet. Cornelius is his name. Nigga, your name is Cornelius. You should not even have a gun in your hand, man. You should have like a stethoscope, brother. What are you doing? Cornelius. So anyway, y'all killed Dolph. Now after you killed Dolph, man, niggas is like, you see the thing with killers, they start spending the money before they get it. They start spending the money before they pull the trigger, bro. Straight drop. He only gets like 20K or something. Did he even get money? No, I think, no, nigga, he got like less than that, like 1,500. Like, it was nothing that he was promised. Robert Allen with X. Oh, I bet, yo, we robbed X for 50K. I bet, yo, let's split up the bread. Nigga, they gave that nigga 1,000 too. Like, every time we're seeing these situations, we see how niggas are not paid in full. Niggas are not paid in full. And that's what I'm saying this about snitching. It's like, bro, if a nigga will snitch on you, well, I guess we got to start from here. A nigga's going to think that if you have him take a life risk to go kill somebody and you won't live up to your end of the bargain by paying him, why the fuck should he stay loyal to you to not snitch on you? And that might... It's like a flash flood around here. Did y'all see that flash flood in Nepal? Oh, my God. Condolences to those people. Anyway. Yeah, they got some flash flood when they go crazy, huh? So, chat. And I could understand that. You put your life on the line. You put your freedom on the line. A nigga tell you he wants somebody killed. You go kill that person. And then the person's finessing you, scams you, doesn't pay you. He's giving you the runaround. Nah, I got you, man. Nigga, I told you be good, bro. Just chill. You hot right now. You hot right now, bro. I got you, though. Nigga, I got you, though. Meanwhile, you watching them buy India purses, bags, Chanel bags, got her on vacation. You watching them do this, then that. The other guy's just getting a new Trackhawk, Hellcat. Everybody getting shit but you. And you thinking you like, damn, this nigga, I put my life on the line for him. He treated me like I'm an option. Anyway. So they said Jam got nothing. Two other shooters was hanging around Vonnie asking for money. But Vonnie put Durk on FaceTime and said, I got him. They're going to be straight. They left with nothing. So nobody got paid that time in Cali. Jam said they was going to kill Quando in the Bape store. But they were scared security would lock the doors and trap them inside after the hit. Damn. Niggas is going to run inside the Bape store and kill a dude, bro? Jam said he snitched because he wanted to get it off all his chest because it was weighing on him. Said he felt Pab was innocent and Durk was selfish to send him on the hit with people he ain't know. Didn't I tell you? He said he ain't know the niggas he went on the hit with, bro. I told you, nigga. Nigga, he knew Keith Jones. Like, I forgot how he know Keith Jones, but he just got Keith Jones, bro. But, like, he don't know why that's what he's claiming. Obviously, he could be lying, right? Like, he's trying to get out of jail. So, like, he's saying whatever to make the government look good. Specifically, he said that Vonnie was, nigga, didn't I tell you, nigga, Vonnie was a goofy? Didn't I say it? Yo, Durk won't answer the phone. You have a nigga, well-reputed killer that a lot of people felt like Durk was starting to gravitate to niggas with the name. Jam, every gangster from Chicago who got on here, have they not said, yo, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Jam, his name ring bells from the streets to the penitentiary. Durk is next to all of the niggas with a name. They bring out Jam to LA and Jam is taking orders from goofies. Jam can't even get Durk on the phone. He got a goofy putting a gun in his hand. That's how he's looking at it. It's like, all right, imagine you in a gang with Pooh Shiesty. You know how Pooh Shiesty give it up. Whatever. Pooh Shiesty say, yo, bro, come do this. You show up, and all of a sudden, you know who meet you at the spot? It's Akademiks. I give you a gloves. I said, all right, 2 for you. Okay, you need a face mask? You want the Nike one or you want the Adidas? I give you a one of those, and then I'm like looking down the receipt of the thing, and I'm like, okay, and you get this here, and then I'm like, okay, and here's this gun. Nigga, would you be confident? And you're like, bruh, yo, let me talk to Shiesty real quick. hold on. Just, bruh, Jam wasn't feeling it. He felt like Durk put the goof troop in charge. Durk put the goof troop in charge. Vonnie bought the shit. He's folding up the receipts in case he need to show Durk what he spent the credit card with. Yo, Durk, now I told you I used the card. Yeah, no, I bought exactly what you said. I bought 3 masks. See, 1, 2, 3. They didn't have any more than Nike, so I had to go with the Under Armour. And then remember the ski mask? Yeah, I bought 4, but did this nigga save a receipt from a goddamn criminal conspiracy? You know who this? You know who Vonnie was? This is Vonnie right here. This is Vonnie right here, bro. This is Vonnie right here, bro. Look.
Porno.
Right.
Nigga, is you taking notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy? What the fuck is you thinking, man?
Yeah, that's Vonnie. They talking about the plan. He taking notes. He got notes. Yeah, so Jam peeped it. Jam is like, yo, he not answering the phone. I'm with the Goofies. They're talking about let's do it here. I'm like, I could tell these, yo, this is a JV team. They never did nothing.
Is you taking notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy? What the fuck is you thinking, man?
Chat, it's a fact. Somebody said that's how you could tell Vonnie's dad was telling the truth. I ain't gonna lie, man. You might be motherfucking right with that one, brother. You might be motherfucking right with that one. He said Vonnie was a goofy. Goofy. That's one of the reasons he snitched. Now, this is from his words directly. He said he snitched. I don't believe him with his going to get his shit off his chest. He just wanted, he signed an immunity deal or like the shit where like everything he pleads guilty to now cannot come back. That's why. Now he said Pab was innocent. I don't think he feel bad for Pab at all. This nigga's a murderer. We could go look at, by the way, I think they found the first murder he ever did. The first murder he ever did, it's on my page. It's on our stream page. You feel me? This is the guy he shot in the head. There's an article about it. This guy right here. Remember, apparently they were doing some money laundering shit. This guy was money laundering for someone in the BDs. And apparently when someone's pops in the BDs who was using him for money laundering, he stole some bread. And that's why the son of the nigga who got finessed by him called Jam and say, yo, let's go rob this nigga. They go rob him. This dude starts tussling. He starts tussling with the son of the nigga he finessed. He tells Jam, nigga, shoot him. Jam pulls it out. Bam! Shoots him. Now he's bleeding. Ah! Then he looks at Jam and says, yo, this nigga knows me. He knows and he's seen my face. Nigga, I'm gonna go to Jam. Nigga, you gotta kill him. And Jam put the gun to his head and ends him. So Jam is a ruthless individual. I'm not believing Jam for a second on some he felt bad because Pab was innocent. I'm not believing that. I'm not believing that. Now, what I do believe is this part. He do believe Durk is selfish. I'm telling you, them niggas is watching Durk live $1 billion lifestyle, and these niggas is probably thinking like, yo, bro, like, nigga, I'm killing niggas for you, bro. Nigga, I'm killing niggas for you. Trust me, when a nigga's envious, and I ain't gonna lie, Jam was probably envious too. When a nigga's envious, he watch every aspect of your life. Nigga, I know certain people, let me tell you this. I be careful of everybody in my life. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. There's certain people in my life, they'll be like, man, yo, you know I needed this money right here, and I just seen you cash out on another car. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck that got to do with you? It's like they looking at everything. I could imagine he bought India some shit, and Jam and them was probably looking at like, man, you could buy your bitch shit, but you can't. Niggas like that, they gonna turn on you. Facts. They watching your shit too heavy. They watching your shit too heavy. You get what I'm saying? So he's probably watching Durk like, man, I just put a nigga down for you. Damn, everything Durk bought. Durk go to the jewelry store, be like, damn, nigga, like, nigga, you could have not got that last tennis bracelet, nigga. You could have gave me that fucking 40K right there, nigga. I need that right now. A nigga like that is gonna tell. Because you know what it is? He's not looking at his situation. He's pretty much pocket watching, but pocket watching on a different level. Trust me. So anyway, listen. So he says Vonnie was a goofy. And he ain't want to be involved with him. He was mad to be involved with him. I'm telling you, when that nigga Jam got to LA, remember Booney Mo called Jam. Yo, Jam. Yo, Smirk needs you out there. Yo, Smirk needs you in LA. These niggas would drop. Bro, that nigga probably ain't wash his ass. That nigga ran to Chicago O'Hare Airport. Ran there, nigga. Nigga, they say he was on the way there when he got the flight. Got the ticket. He's telling his other mans, yo, you need to get to the airport. Send me your shit. The nigga said, I don't got my ID. Damn. I need one more. He's texting everybody. Yo, come to LA with me. The niggas show up to TSA, no bags. Jaw still stinking. Holes in his socks. Bad breath. All type of shit wrong with this nigga. He gets to LA. And this is where he thought Smirk was going. Smirk ain't talking to him. He get there and basically Smirk put him with the goofy. Booney Mo tell him, yo, just get at Vonnie when you get there. He got y'all niggas. So what's up? We getting up with Smirk? Yo, Vonnie got y'all niggas. You could tell this nigga's Jam is a little bit stupid because until Duty Low get on the phone later to say, nigga, I don't know if you think you here to record music. Nigga, you here for a murder, nigga. He literally says it was Duty Low who broke the news to him. Nigga, you're here to kill something. Maybe he thought he was going on vacation. Maybe he thought he was going to go sightseeing. Walk the Hollywood stars or some shit like that. But he ain't talked to Durk since he got there. First of all, you know how he knew he was goofy? They say, yo, you can't fly into LAX. You got to fly into San Diego. It's about an hour and a half away, depending on traffic chat. The nigga gets there. They're trying to be low-key. Nigga, they get a party bus Sprinter, nigga, loud. Party bus Sprinter. A party. And you know who got it? Vonnie the Goofy. Vonnie the Goofy was spending Durk's money on some fly shit. They're about to go stalk Quan that'll kill him. He go gets a BMW from the exotic rental car company while they got a stolen car. That's how you do it, the stolen car. Not when the Goofy's around. You know, Big Ack is going, you know, I'm gonna get the Maybach. So I'm over here in the Maybach, you know what I mean? Fine. We all getting caught. That's why we also got to blame Didi. Because Didi done let Vonnie put too much input on this shit, and this shit was goofy from the get-go. Remember, Didi's involved in this too. So, according to Jam, he snitched because Vonnie was a goofy, and he was upset that he even had to be involved with him. It said Jam wrote a handwritten note to the FBI saying, I know about murders. I don't want to talk on camera, but I know a lot, nigga. Holy shit. Pumbleclad.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Yo, I know y'all give that nigga Trenches News a little flack. But we gotta think about this. Durk never paid the guys. Durk get on an interview with me saying, yo, 6ix9ine, I'll box you. Yo, chat, let me tell you, that burns niggas' souls. Yo, 6ix9ine, I'll box you for $50 million. I'll box you for $50 million, nigga. My money. You're on the same interview saying, you know this niggas can't say slide for Von no more, right? Maybe something in the water. Then 2 seconds later, man, tell 6ix9ine, I put up $50 million of my own money. You know the shooters who done slid? You know they're probably watching that interview like, you got $50 million to fight a rat, but you don't got $50,000 to pay the guys? Oh, man. What's the FBI number, bro? Send me the FBI number, bro. Chat, we got to keep it a beam. We got to keep it a bean. I tell you, niggas like that gonna be watching you. Nigga, especially when a nigga's thinking, damn, he told me he was gonna take care of me. You ain't take care of me yet. Now I'm seeing you on an interview, nigga. You on an interview talking about you put up $50 million of your own money. You kind of talking like you having it. But you couldn't even throw me the 50 pack. You know, nigga, I'm living with my bitch. And that's why I'm saying Trenches News also got this part. I think he kind of right with this. Now, obviously, I'm not co-signing no additional murder. If Durk was going to finesse these niggas, he should have just killed them. He should have got some other niggas to kill them. Let's be honest. If you're going to tell niggas, yo, I got $1 million for y'all. Because you know what I be thinking? If you don't feed your wolves eventually going to attack you. Nigga, they're not about to just sit here while you just like make billions and they're like, yo, this nigga really just owe me like 80 bands. Yo, I see him in the club with Meek Mill. They just spent $300K. Trust me, your shooters is definitely watching every time you spend money after that. So if you're going to finesse him, you might as well just try to wipe him out. So Jam said they were going to go kill Quantarano in the Babe store, but they were too scared security would lock the door. Jam snitched. Okay, we read that already. He wrote the letter or the note to FBI. Man, I know about murders, nigga. I don't want to talk on camera, though. Okay, by the way, this is going to help. This is going to help the prosecution. Remember, Brian Steele keeps saying, why isn't this recorded? Why isn't this recorded? Why isn't this recorded? FBI is going to be like, it's not recorded because he wanted to talk he wanted to talk off camera. Now, here's the thing. Unless there's a signed statement, you're not going to see transcripts from the off-camera conversations. They're actually not going to use it. They're going to use the recorded ones. But in Brian Steele or anyone saying, damn, why did y'all meet with him so many times not recorded? Now they have a reason to say, in his note to meet with us, he literally said he doesn't want to be on camera. Okay? So Jam says Lil Pab Hit was Durk's selfish bullshit. He said, I didn't know Vaughn. I was mad at Durk for putting him in that situation. I ain't gonna lie, Chad. He is frying right now. Yo, man, he's frying right now. He sound no Vaughn like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is impactful testimony. You know why? The government already put it in the air. Durk was consumed by hatred, by the need for revenge. Now you have the hitman saying, yeah, I'm a killer. I've done shit. But even I wanted to call this shit off. I ain't had no motive to do it. But he put me on. But really, I got tight because he put me with a JV team. He got a goofy handing me gloves and masks and guns and shit like that. I ain't like it. And I ain't get paid either. It's kind of, as much as we might think he's lying to save his own ass, which he is, or not lying, but he's trying to save his own ass. The reasons he's given is becoming valid reasons. I call it the 6ix9ine reasons. You know how 6ix9ine is like, I snitched? And obviously, once you snitch, they're going to have you up there and say, bro, you don't got no fucking reason to snitch. You know what 6ix9ine's going to say? Well, they fucked my bitch. Okay. Well, they kidnapped me. All right, I kind of get it. Nigga, you ain't hear the wiretap? They said it was going to shoot me. All right, bet. That makes sense. By the time he says those 3 reasons, if you're on the jury, you're going to be like, okay, it makes sense. Jam is saying the reasons. Durk lied to me, didn't pay me. Durk put me in a situation to ride for his selfish beef. It wasn't some gang shit that we're all in. Or at least me, because I was locked up. And he put me with a bunch of people I ain't know. It's crazy, chat. This shit crazy, huh? Okay, we got a little update. Let's hear it. Before morning break, Jamie the Bull testified that he was not offered payment. When returned from the break, he testified money was offered, presumably for his part in killing Sylvia Robinson. And Jamie testified that he was paid to be in a music video for the song Federal Freestyle. He was given $10,000. See, that's interesting. How are you getting paid to be in a music video for your own song? Now, I don't know if I'm Durk's team, I'm not touching that. The fans should be like, hey, is it customary that if you make a song, you have to get paid to be in the music video of your own song? The feds haven't done that yet, but they could do the, hey, that was a way of trying to initiate payment, right? Obviously a lot of this is how you interpret it, right? He stated he did not believe he would be a part of the video if he did not participate in the killing of Robinson. Now, this is where Brian Steele got to turn up, because there was no ultimatum given to him from what we know. He's never said, Durk told me, if you don't do this, you're not going to be in the video. He just felt he wouldn't be in the video. So that might be him. Before court broke for lunch, a note was showed that Hester wrote in prison. The note said, I know about murders. I don't want to talk on camera, but I know a lot. Hester testified to feeling guilty for Robinson's death, explaining he had nothing to do with him and he didn't know King Von well. He called Robinson innocent. He also testified he would. Listen, this innocent thing, Brian still got to drop 30 on it. What about the man you killed in race? What about the man you killed in Racine, Wisconsin? You said you killed him in 2010. No, 2013. No, 2010. You killed him in 2010. You were incarcerated for 12 years. It's now been 16 years. You don't feel any burden of guilt for his death as opposed to Lil Pop? Why didn't you come forward with that? Why did you wait till 2023 to come forward with that? You killed him in 2010. You killed Lil Pop in 2022, and 4 years later, you say you're overcome with remorse. But you killed a man in 2010. And 4 years later, you didn't have no remorse. Matter of fact, 10 years later, you had zero remorse. Actually, it wasn't until about 15 years later that you admitted to it, but you admitted to it as part of a deal that the FBI was working out with you. You didn't admit it to his family. You didn't admit it to anyone that, wasn't in a beneficial place to give you a deal that could absolve you of your crimes. Wasn't he innocent? He was 41 years old. He had a family. You shot him and then executed him. Brian Steele got to go crazy with this. Yo, send this to Brian Steele. Brian Steele, I need this. This got to be an exhibit. Throw this up on the screen. All right? Okay. Here we go. Testimony began where it left off on Wednesday. Hester, or Jamie, described the white Infinity white BMW following Quandawando's black Escalade around Los Angeles, including, okay, we read that. He repeated did we read this before? I think we did. Yeah, he didn't like the plan. He did not like the plan. Is Seti Nash tweeting or nah? We should get a video from Trap Lord in a second, right? I can't even lie. Jam the reason everybody in the feds. He got caught with a gun and wrote a note. Well, I like what Seti Nash says, but we got to be clear. He got caught with a gun and wrote a note. Well, there's a way to look at it. That's what I'm saying. This is a 6ix9ine explanation. You could start it at, oh, he got caught with a gun and wrote the note, and he's the reason everybody in the feds. Or you could be like, well, if I got caught with a gun, had enough money for a lawyer, I wouldn't write a note. I didn't have enough money for a lawyer because I didn't get paid for the fucking murders I did for that nigga. So again, the thing with snitching is that once someone has mentally committed to snitching, the buck gets passed. You see, this idea that niggas are real street niggas in perpetuity stops, right? It stops. They say, two friends could fight or this, whatever. They'll allow certain things, but when it gets to snitching, it's a hard line, right? But the line moves for everybody. Well, you fucked my bitch. Time to tell on you, you go to jail for life. Well, you know, you try to shoot this person that I'm cool with, knowing that you were trying to shoot that person they were cool with. So usually the person who's a cooperant draws a line and only sees it from their side rather than just being honest saying, I don't want to go to jail. There's kind of no reason. The only choice in reality is that you pick crime. The moment you pick crime, there is no more excuses. Okay? Once you pick to be a gang member in crime, and honest, like if we really want to be honest, that's the only choice you get. After that, whatever the person who's telling, whatever excuse they give us, is just the excuse they want to stand on. But there's always a million excuses. There is never not an excuse to tell. Yo, he left me for dead in jail. He ain't pay my he ain't pay my lawyer fee. He could have paid my bail for me to get out. He didn't slide for my baby mama. He fucked my baby mama. He tried to kidnap. There's always a million things. In the streets, there's nothing that's civil. There's nothing that's civil in the streets. So I watch everybody with their excuses. Like, you know, Jam's excuse is going to be, yo, this is why you pay your shooters. This is why you pay your shooters. If Jam had gotten paid, you know what the primary reason would be? Yo, I was loyal to Durk, thinking we all in it for the same reason, and Durk turned into this crash out, drunk off power and money. He was just ordering random hits. He sent us off. He's selfish. There's always going to be a reason. Durk stopped being about the guys. He was all about himself. He would tell us to go do shit like, damn, why you going to tell us to go kill a nigga in L.A.? Why you don't tell us to do it in Savannah? You thought we were crash outs. Bro, there's always a reason. You make the reason up. That's the reality. Somebody in the chat say, yo, I'm definitely not taking no drill order from lames. Hey, yo, chat. Yo, chat. Lil Durk fly you out to LA. You like, what up, blood? What up, Smirk? Yo, I'm here. You can't get Smirk on the phone, but somebody hit you and be like, yo, the nigga gonna be out front at baggage claim with the Sprinter. He gonna have everything you need, like he gonna tell you what's good. You see the Sprinter pulling up? Nigga, it's Trap Lil Ross that walk out of the Sprinter, nigga. The nigga got a notepad, bifocals, he flipping the shit up and down. Nigga, he wearing one of these glasses. You feel what I'm saying? He got one of these glasses, flipping it up and down. He going to his nose. All right, so we remapped the route that Quando Rondo's doing. So we saw him on a scooter last night, and he like took a 3-mile radius block around the thing. I think we could kill him. Matter of fact, we have a gun for you here. Chat, if you going on a drill and this is the coach they give you, he took notes. All of a sudden he says, oh, and you, Mr. Jam. Yeah, I got it in my notes here. You're a size 2X. I got you a shirt right here. I got it from Marshall's. That's the guy you want to see before you go on a drill? Then you hear him say some goofy shit like this. No, just don't take the tag off the shirt. Just tuck it in because I'm gonna have to return that one. Okay, I got the receipt here. You know, Durkio won't like it if we're just wasting money. Just tuck the tag in. It's a goofy. Chat, that's exactly what Jam said he rolled into. What the fuck? Nigga said he about to return the shirt, tuck the tag in. He got the receipt. He taking notes. What the fuck? Yo, Vonnie, pull like this. Chat, we should have been new this chat. Durk, what's it called? Durk Icebox.
Durk. I have 100,000.
It's not Durk in Icebox. We gotta do Vaughn in Icebox.
Oh yeah, let me get man.
Yo, bruh. If you think Jam didn't feel disrespected, Jam is older than this nigga. Jam is older than this nigga by like 6 years. Like, you know how you go and niggas grow up in the same community. Niggas grow up in the same community. They know like you not even in the same classes with these niggas. You not even hanging in the same crowd. You hang with little mans in them, and you don't even hang with the active little mans. Nigga, that was me. Yo, you the nigga who wear the big book bag to school. That's me. I got the big, yo, you know when you high school, you got that like, cause I'm carrying all my books. I got the big book bag. I'm walking to school. That's for sure. Yo, the bell ring, nigga. If I'm, well, we live like 5 minutes from the school, nigga. I'm home in 7 minutes, nigga. And the extra 2 minutes was me going to my locker, nigga. I got nothing going on. Nigga. I'm as square as they come. Nigga, that's funny. Nigga, that's what he could tell. Like, wait, is this Goofy over here passing out guns, telling us where it's going down? Oh, hell nah. Anyway, here we go. Is this all right, here we go.
So I'm here outside the courthouse. Not too many Free Durk fans out here. I don't know. Maybe they was sleeping in today. No Free Durk fans that I can see. But basically, there was a very crazy update. And what ended up happening was basically OTF Jam was back on the stand for the whole first half of the day. He ended up saying some pretty crazy comments, especially at the end. So I'm going to start at the end and work backwards. But they basically asked Jam. They said, "Why did you choose to cooperate? What was your motivation for this? Why did you turn on Lil Durk?" And he basically said, "I was mad at Lil Durk for putting me in that situation, and I'm still mad at him now." He said that Vonnie seemed like a goofy to me. I did something that I know I shouldn't have done, and the last time I did something with people that I didn't know, I did 12 years for it. I was doing this.
Yo, I think that's one of the reasons he don't really fuck with Durk and Didi and them. Bro, didn't I tell you they put him on a drill with TTE, Lil Ted, bro? The nigga crying coming out the car. Now they got the goofy Vonnie like he in charge of the drill. He's the drill captain. How is Vonnie the drill captain, chat? Yo, chat, Vonnie's the drill captain of a drill in L.A., downtown? Nigga, this not even like a drill in like East Bumblefuck, Idaho or Ohio or something, nigga. This is L.A. downtown. Nigga, that's like a fucking rookie telling you how he about to do a crime in front of the White House, and you like, nigga, you've never even caught a speeding ticket. Get your Bruford ass one out of here, nigga. The drill captain is goddamn Vonnie.
For Durk's selfish reasons, maybe Cuz and Didi had a reason to do it. I didn't have no relationship with Von. I basically didn't know a whole bunch of these people that were sent on the hit. He basically said, I feel like Durk sent me on selfish bullshit. He said, I can't forget all the support that Durk gave me, especially when I was locked up. I can never forget that. I still got love for him. But he says, look, I know how it looks now, but I still got for him. Blood was there for me. I can't forget that, and I feel bad for telling, but at the same time, I still love him, but I don't respect him. He said that he could be killed for his testimony for cooperating, and then he also kind of pointed out a couple of things that really just motivated him, that why in this occasion did he decide to tell. He explained there were multiple reasons. He said he felt like the hit was done sloppy. It was done with people who shouldn't have been there. Obviously, he said that he thought Vonnie was a goofy, and he said there's a big difference between doing something to somebody that you don't like, but he said in this case, he felt like Lil Pab ain't have nothing to do with it. He said he felt like an innocent man got killed, and it weighed heavily on him. He wanted to get it off his chest. He said he didn't think it was guaranteed that he would get caught, but he thought about it. He thought it was hot. He said, why do we go and do this in LA with all them rich people and actors around?
Chat, didn't I just say that, bro? Chat, didn't I just say that? I think we getting into his mindset now. You got the Goofy as the drill captain. You got a crash dummy mission. A nigga who tells you, yo, let's catch our op in front of the White House, or let's catch him in front of the police station. That's some shit. That's crash, like, fuck if we come back. It's one of those where, like, it's a torpedo, kamikaze shit. Let's go get the nigga. Fuck it if we get caught. So everything is not going well. Got the Goofy as the drill captain in L.A. Nobody knows L.A. It's downtown L.A.
And he said that was a bad place to do a hit. So the prosecutors actually asked him, they said, look, you testified and you pled guilty for your role in the LA shooting as well as 2 other murders. You know, what are you hoping for from this? He said, well, I'm hoping for a reduction in my sentence.
Okay, so that's important to know. So now, granted, usually with these deals, they want your involvement in any murder you've ever done. We're not sure if he confessed to all the murders, but in his plea deal, and this is how we know, there are charges that reflect him committing 2 other murders other than Pab, and that's why they're lumping everything together, that after he snitches, he will get the plea that will resolve all those cases. I'm thinking he probably wants like 5 to 10 years, and that'll be that. But a part of the plea, when you're doing these pleas, you either want to tell all the murders or whatever you're going to confess to. They might throw charges up there, or they might hit you with the immunity for. You know, the immunity is a queen for the day. They'll have you write down or say whatever you've done in your life, and then they're like, okay, you're immune from this. But the fact that some of these are open cases, and the fact that there's bodies, I think they just lump those charges into his charges to make sure those things get resolved on the record.
But he made it clear there's been no promises made. He's not getting out. I'm not going to lie to you. Jam having 3 bodies, he probably shouldn't be out here walking around straight after this. But he basically said he pled guilty with the 2 other murders. And, you know, he just basically wanted to get it all off his chest. And he said it was weighing heavily on me what happened to Lil Pab, and he saw an opportunity and he took it. So it was some pretty crazy testimony. That last part when they kind of broke, you know, he said it straight out of his mouth. He said, I still got love for Durk, and I can't forget what he did for me, but he put me in a bad situation with some goofies. It was selfish, and I'm not rocking with it. So that was pretty crazy, but there was a whole lot of other crazy testimony that Jam put across, and I'm going to tell you all about it in different videos. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated on everything, and yeah, it's going to be a crazy day. I think he's going to be up there all day, maybe even into tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely in tomorrow, I believe. Definitely tomorrow. Here we go.
So we just got some crazy new information about how it went down when Jam got arrested and decided to start cooperating with the FBI. So apparently he was arrested in 2023 for something completely unrelated. He was pulled over in a car that apparently had a gun in it while he was still on parole from that attempted murder case that he just got out after serving 12 years on. And he basically said that at that point he decided to talk to the FBI. He wanted to get it off of his chest. The Lil Pab murder was weighing on him. He felt like Pab was an innocent man and that he'd been sent on a dummy mission with some goofies by Durk for selfish reasons. And he said he saw an opportunity to get out of the situation. What was very interesting is when he got arrested, he basically wrote a handwritten note to the FBI. So what he claimed is that he said that he was allowed to make a phone call. He said the official phone wasn't there, or it wasn't working. So they said, look, we'll let you make a supervised recorded call on your cell phone. But like, that's what we're going to have to do. We'll allow you that. So he made a call, and then he told the cops, hey, can I have a bit of paper to write down a phone number? They said, sure. But he didn't write down a phone number. He wrote down a handwritten note which said this exactly. It just said, I know about murders. I don't want to talk on camera. I know a lot. So he gave that handwritten note to an arresting officer. That basically was then, worked its way up the chain to the FBI. And the prosecutors asked him, they said, why didn't you want to be on camera? Obviously, this is going to be a big controversial thing when it comes to Brian Steele. Obviously, he was absolutely clapping back. I believe it was yesterday, talking about...
That is kind of crazy. Now, damn. The nigga caught a gun charge, bro. He caught a gun charge, but, bro, he just couldn't take it no more, man. Caught a gun charge and gave up bodies. Holy shit.
Why weren't all of these interviews recorded? You spoke to Jam 30, 40 times. You barely recorded any of those interviews. Well, this is kind of a slap in the face to Brian Steele, because Jam said specifically, I don't want to be on no camera. And they said, why didn't you want to be on no camera? Now, this is crazy, all right? He said, well, I didn't want to be on camera because a lot of people have been getting exposed on their body cams doing embarrassing shit. They be getting exposed on social media for telling on the body cam, snitching, crying, which is obviously a reference to a very infamous Chicago video where, one of the shorties from over there was kind of apparently caught on a case and he was balling out.
TTE, Lil Ted, nigga, him and Lil Ted supposedly did stuff together too.
Crying to the cops, and there's been a lot of rumors about whether that case was connected to the Jam case, whether that kid that was crying in the body cam footage might have had a dirty gun that Jam had used in a different murder. So Jam made direct reference to that. As I would have said in my previous video, Jam made it clear. He said, look, he was mad at Lil Durk for putting him in that situation. Even though Durk did a lot for him, he basically said he's still mad at him. He put me in a situation with Goofies. He didn't trust Vonnie. He didn't know why he'd been put in that situation with him. And basically, that's why he decided to make that decision and speak to the FBI. Who knows what sort of time he's going to get? I mean, allegedly, not even allegedly, he has admitted to 3 murders. And, you know, allegedly there's more. So he definitely getting some serious years. I can't imagine them just letting him go. But they made it very clear. He's not been offered a deal. They've not promised him no time. He's not getting out of everything. He basically is leaving it in God's hands and cooperating. And he didn't say I cooperated to get out of time. He said, I felt bad about this. It was weighing on my heart and Pab was an innocent man.
I mean, he essentially agreed to a deal. The thing with the deal is you don't know what's your end of the deal. The deal is that you cooperate. The deal is that you're the bitch for the government. The deal is that you plead guilty to all crimes. And by the way, no, there's 100% deal. That's going to be what's called a proffer. So the proffer is usually what they also call queen for a day. When they sit down and depose him, the mere fact that he's bringing up a murder that's not included in this case, that's the deal. The deal is that in admitting that crime, it could never be prosecuted. Now you could say there's double jeopardy because he's already pleading guilty, but I guarantee there's other acts he's admitted on the proffer that they haven't even put into charges. But it'll just kind of look like an immunity. It'll kind of look like an immunity of sorts. So he has a deal. It's just that the prosecutor can't give you a deal of sentencing, right? The deal of sentencing is you'll get a 5K1 letter, which that's the deal. You do your job and you tell on the niggas you need to tell on, you'll get a 5K1 letter. From there, that's the judge. It's only the judge that could give you time.
So we just got some crazy new information about how it went down when Jam got arrested and decided to start cooperating with the FBI. So
okay. We got some more videos. Holy.
all the Durk fans have been saying there's no evidence, no one was ever paid, there's nothing, but it turns out apparently Durk might have actually finessed all of the hitmen, allegedly, out of any money. So we heard yesterday that there was a conversation in a studio.
Now, I don't think Durk finessed him. You know what I'm starting to think? Bro, I'm going to keep it a bean with you, bro. Listen, I'm going to say some shit. Again, I got the free Durk t-shirt. You know, I love Durk, but it's not even a Durk thing. It's just one of them. Yo, Durk power over these dirty-ass niggas is that they're fucking broke. Them type of niggas you give breadcrumbs to. You never give the whole loaf of bread. Remember that. You give breadcrumbs to. You never give them the whole loaf of bread. You know why you give them breadcrumbs? Because them niggas is go to the fucking mall and spend it and blow it, and they be right back up onto you willing to do any and everything to get a little bit more breadcrumbs. He ain't giving none of these dirty-ass niggas no $500,000, no $1 million. You think a nigga's gonna get $1 million and still doing bruv, them niggas not gonna move their family out to the rack. Fuck out of here. I think that 10,000, you got listen, that's not in the music industry. You don't get paid to be in a music video, bro. He got that 10 bands. That's your payment, gang. I think Durk was probably on some shit like, nigga, I'm gonna throw you some breadcrumbs through the music and shit like that where I could hide it, but nigga, that $500,000 y'all was talking about, first of all, Durk never agreed to no $500,000. Bro, Pooh Shiesty gave his shooters $5,000. You think Durk was giving these dirty niggas like, yo, Durk is not giving these dirty, yo, a dirty nigga like OTF Jam nigga? You think he giving him $500,000, bro? You know what he was gonna do? All right, let's say even give that nigga $100K. Here's 10 here. I bet we go to Miami. Yo, here's 5 here. We about to go to the club. I bet. Yo, I sent you $2,500. Your baby mama complain. Nigga, you gonna get that over time, gang. You getting that shit over time. That's why he said, I'm gonna, like, you good for life. Like, nigga, I'm not giving you one lump sum of $500,000. Come on, bro. Nigga, them niggas went and go kill Stephon Mack. Durk brought $1 million and put it on the table, nigga, for $1 million worth of game. They thought they was getting $90,000, bro. They left with $20,000, allegedly. The nigga had $1 million on the table. He could have easily paid y'all niggas off. Yo, here's that 90, man. Yo, pay you another nigga, man. Get the fuck on out of here, nigga. Get that nigga 20. Yo, these shooters are delusional. Ain't nobody giving you $1 million. You gonna end up looking like the dummy. Look. Durk $1 million worth of game. When you look in this video chat, you gotta look at the podcast. Let me play a podcast. When you play this podcast chat, all these niggas in shiesty behind them, no disrespect to them. Half of these dirty niggas, these niggas don't got nothing but the lint in their pocket, bro. No disrespect to them, bro. Don't try to kill me. Durk not here no more. Please don't do it. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you. And again, I got my Free Durk t-shirt. So this is my shield. And I just paid $1,000 for Free Durk t-shirts for the niggas outside the courtroom. I got y'all. But I gotta be honest. The difference with Durk and Von would have passed this bitch out to every nigga in here. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the difference with Durk and Von. Yo, that nigga Durk brought $1 million, let them all look at it, and get them nigga 20 bands and said, nigga, it's time to get up on out of here, nigga. Like, yo, it's time to get up on out of here. Like, yo, India, it's time to get up on out of here. Let's go. It's time to go, nigga. Nigga, that's why, everybody keep blaming King Von. But nigga, King Von was a shooter who lucked up and got rich, nigga. He's still moving like a shooter. That's why he just handing money out. Like, King Von was the exact opposite. The nigga brought his money to the hood. Most niggas get the money and leave the hood. Like, put it like this. Yo, Durk brought the $1 million to the hood, nigga, and gave him 20 bands, bro. All right, it's time to dip, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna catch you niggas later, yo. I'm gonna catch you niggas at the show, bro. I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. Yo, Von would have had a video where he's icing niggas out, paying for everything for everybody. And to a certain extent, I'm gonna keep it a bean. That's why I think that when niggas, I'm not saying Durk was imitating Von. If you gonna go down that type of route of wanting to kill us with you, you gotta be on some Von shit. It just is what it is. Yo, them niggas is looking at that $1 million, bro. $1 million is here chilling, nigga. Podcast and security, come get this money real quick. Yo, put it back in the Brinks truck. All right, yo, I'm gonna catch y'all niggas later, yo. Let's take a picture. Let's take that Tay-Town picture real quick. Yo, get the money off the table, nigga. Like the fuck, let's go. All right. Yo, yeah, oh yeah.
Where Durk basically said to...
Yo, I just want to say this one last thing. I know some people not gonna like it. If you are a potential murderer and you think somebody gonna pay you $500,000, man, you are delusional. You know what I was thinking? Nick, Durk probably looking at it, nigga, I'm gonna back you just like I back Von, nigga. Nigga, that's your payoff, nigga, a career. But give you $500,000 cash, you must be smoking crack.
A bunch of alleged OTF members, like, look, anybody that kills Quando or Lil Tim.
And you know why? The reason why you don't get him a $500,000, chat, my bad. I know I'm ranting a little bit. The reason why you don't give him $500,000 is for the exact reason of what happened with even in the Gucci situation, right? Niggas start flexing online with the jewelry they took from Gucci. Imagine if Shiesty had gave these niggas $100K a piece. Nigga, there would have been money phones out the ass. Money phones, I'm sleeping on the money, my mind's on the money on my mind. Oh, can't fit no more in my pockets, got money on their head. Bro, these niggas is goofs. If Lil Durk had gave these niggas $500K, trust me, nigga, you would have seen that on the gram. These niggas would have been acting like they're Elon Musk, nigga. You know how niggas are, bro. Niggas flex their baby mama's rent money. Nigga, what do you think they're going to do with $500,000 after they kill somebody? Nigga, they would have just alerted the feds. How the hell this nigga is flexing $500K? He's never had a job.
You're going to be straight. And somebody said, are we talking like half a ticket or $1 million? And Durk just said, hey, you're going to be straight. You ain't going to have to worry about nothing. So basically, apparently all these hitters that got involved in this hit went and did their thing. it sounds like nobody ever got paid. OTF Jam said he never got paid anything by Durk, even though he was definitely expecting something. As far as the murder, he says he was never paid anything. But what is interesting is that he said, all right, because Brian Steele was licking his lips thinking, oh, he didn't get paid, this is going to be lit. But then the feds basically said, but you were expecting something, right? Because that conversation in the studio, people talking about meal tickets and Durk saying you ain't going to have to worry about nothing. He was like, yeah. And then they said, Jam basically said, look, I was never a rapper. I'd never dropped a verse in my life. And then within a few months of the murder, I was recording my first song, The Federal Freestyle. I got paid $10K for that, and it was on the OTF Loyal Bros album, okay? I think it was Loyal Bros 2. Obviously, I've said before that this album is like the ultimate self-snitching album. It's basically got back-to-back confessions. Booney Mo got a song on there called They Know That We Did It, all right? So that's what was going on, okay? He got his 10K, but apparently everyone was getting finessed. Apparently, two of the other shooters that were there, they were basically on Vonnie's ass talking about when we're going to get paid at the In-N-Out, and apparently Vonnie gave him the slip. He basically put him on the phone with Durk and said, basically, they was asking, yo, Vonnie, are you going to straighten out the money? They got Durk on a FaceTime, and he said, I got them. They're going to be straight. And then they left. So I don't know if Durk ever paid him.
See, that's another thing, too. Imagine how, hey, listen, chat. You ever felt finessed by a goofy? So the two shooters, they stay around. They keep hitting Vonnie because now Durk definitely don't want to talk to them, right? Durk is like playing the silent game. Don't call my phone, nigga. Do not call my phone. You just murdered somebody. Don't call my phone. So now you got to talk to the goofy. Chat, when you feel finessed by a goofy, it hurts 20 times more. Vonnie keeps telling him, nah, man, no, we got you. Bro, trust, it's hot right now. He got you, nigga. Like, he got you. Yo, listen, I haven't even been around Smirk like that. Chill, like, he got you, nigga. Yo, Vonnie was good with this. Yo, trust me, he gonna sort it out. Then, the ultimate one. I bet. I'm gonna call him right now. Look, he gonna tell you. Yo, Smirk, nigga, I'm with the killer right here. Like, yo, he just wanna know what's popping, whatever. You know what Durk told that nigga? Nah, tell me good, yo, I got him. That make the killer feel a little bit better. All right, bet. Okay, cool, all right. Now he get off Vonnie's ass. Eventually, he don't get paid at all. He start thinking, man, I let this nigga Vonnie spin me like a gig, nigga. The fuck? You got finessed by a goofy.
Anything after that, it sounds like Durk might have inferred that people was going to get $500,000 to $1 million for killing Quando, and then basically he just didn't give nobody nothing afterwards. Maybe he thought that was going to be slick, and like, if I promise hitmen something and don't pay them, then they're going to be able to get me. I'm not sure that's really going to fly, but I'm sure if anybody is going to make that point well, it's going to be Brian Steele. But that was pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, Jam getting 10K to appear on that project definitely was interesting. I thought they were gonna play the Federal Freestyle. They didn't play it, they just showed it. They showed the cover art for Loyal Bros 2. And I ain't gonna lie, the Loyal Bros 2 cover art was looking sus too. It's just 5 hooded masked individuals, and you thinking, wait a minute, isn't that exactly what was sent to go and kill Lil Pab? So that wasn't really a great look either. I'm not sure if too many people picked up on that. But yeah, this whole thing of the hitmen being paid, and obviously it wasn't mentioned, but even there was a lyric that was shown earlier. Brian Steele lied and said it was Quando when it wasn't. It was another Savannah rapper. But that song where they said, oh, shout out Lil Tim, I mean King Tim, it wasn't Quando. Brian was wrong. But what they didn't draw attention to is elsewhere, he basically said, I heard there's a meal ticket. And obviously the rumor was it was going around pretty much within weeks of Von's death that there was $1 million bounty on Quando's head. So arguably, that's been proven to be true, but not many people have pointed that out yet. But anyway, that's my opinion. I'll be back with some more updates for you guys soon.
The funny thing about these niggas being hitman for hire, they don't realize 80% of the time the hitman don't get paid. This is why there's no successful Yelp reviews on hitmen, okay? You're a fucking hitman, okay? Here's rule of thumb. If we think the police onto you, nigga, you ain't getting no transaction from my bank account to yours. You ain't getting no meeting, nigga. You better be able to wait maybe 24 months before you could collect. Secondly, nigga, you don't got to get paid if you're not alive. There's a lot of reasons why the hitman, I've never seen a hitman like, yeah, I got paid in full. Yeah, I got the front end and the back end. Yeah, I got it. Nah, nigga. Half of this is the reason why the nigga is paying you is because he don't want to get caught. So after you do the crime, he's kind of looking at it like, is this dumb, stupid nigga who agreed to do a murder for money, is he going to get caught? Now, if he gets caught, I can't have no association with this bitch ass nigga. He got to go down for my crime. That's how it goes. You know niggas hire a hitman for the hitman to basically go to jail for him. So that's why Durk wasn't focused on the payment. Nigga, he was focusing on not talking to y'all ass in case he got charged with your stupid ass. Yo, nigga, don't put me in no fucking three-way with that nigga. Call me on a separate phone and then put both FaceTimes together, nigga. I'll talk to the other phone. Yo, why this nigga Jam call me? Yo, Booty Mo, call that nigga. Tell him to stop calling me, man. Yo, can I talk to Smirk? We gonna pull up on Smirk? We gonna hit the studio? Studio? Man, holla at Vonnie, man.
So a lot of the Durk fans have been saying there's no evidence, no one was...
Here we go.
Oh my gosh, so I just heard something crazy in the courthouse about Durk. So Jam, he's on the stand, he's going crazy up there. When Durk allegedly was on FaceTime with him before the hit, Durk told Jam, hey, go crazy. Well, I guess he wasn't expecting him to go this crazy, but allegedly Jam was pissed off about what was going on, with the hit. He felt like Pab was an innocent man. He felt like he had been sent on a dummy crash out mission. He didn't know Von like that. He wasn't part of the beef. He was frustrated and he felt, low-key pissed off with Durk that he had sent him on the hit. He actually allegedly FaceTimed Durk to confront him about this. And he said that Durk answered and he was at his crib with OTF C3, all right? And he said, I asked Blood. He said, I said to Durk, like, out of 1 million people you could have sent on this mission, he said, I just did 12 years. Why do you have to send me on that dummy mission with a bunch of people I didn't know? And apparently Durk cut Jam off. He didn't even let him finish. And apparently Durk just responded with...
Man, you on some police shit. That's a street nigga favorite way of dodging accountability. Man, you on some police shit right now. Man, you on some police shit. That's a legit question. Why did you send me on a dummy mission with the JV team to go murder someone in one of the most known cities in the hottest area on the planet? Why would you send me and bro, you on some police shit right now. I don't know what you talking about. You on some police shit. Click.
With a smile, he said, I love you, Jam. He said, y'all didn't hit Quando, but you hit Pab. Pab counts. He was on the internet saying he was smoking on Von. And he can't say that no more. And he was just smiling. He said Pab had been disrespectful about Von's death and that basically it counts. That's apparently what he said. And Durk was smiling at him on FaceTime while that was going on. And what's crazy is Pab later said the reason why he told is because he felt like this whole thing was weighing on his conscience. They killed an innocent man. Pab ain't have nothing to do with nothing, but Lil Durk allegedly didn't see it that way. Now look, if you've seen the long 4-hour documentary I did probably like 2-3 years ago now, I've known about this case for a very long time. I did a documentary called Demon Slayers, all about King Von and Lil Tim and all of the things that have been going down in Savannah, Georgia before this happened. If you've seen that, you'll know that no disrespect to Lil Pab or his family, but he was on a Clubhouse call with OTF members dissing them. He put up a few tweets that were kind of making fun of King Von.
Oh, y'all remember this? What the fuck? What's happening?